Welcome. This is Carol Moulton coming to you once again with Tea Time with Carol. I hope and pray that things are going well for you. Um, I have no complaints. You know, family's fine. I'm fine. I'm perking along, pleased and sometimes just amazed at the wonderful things that God is continuing to do in my life, in spite of me. But I just want to thank you for tuning in today. And as always, I promise I'm not going to be before you long. But I was just impressed to share a few thoughts with you today on the end of a very very holy week. Um, and it sort of struck me that this is a holy week not just for Christians, but also for those of Jewish faith and Muslims. It's a holy week, and they say it's only once in a century that all three converge at the same time. So I think there's something to that, and I think we should pause and just kind of consider it for a little bit. Um, and I know that there are a number of people who struggle with their faith. I did. In complete transparency, I did for a number of years. I was raised Catholic, and I did not find a source of comfort or kind of anything else. I found it very hierarchical. I can't say that word. Um, but there was I didn't see a lot of black folks. I mean, in the church itself, yes, but not in terms of the priests or the nuns. I went to Catholic school for just about all of my primary and secondary education. But anywho, be that as it may, I have learned, and this is my birthday month also, by the way. I have learned through the years that it's really about finding your own path to God, and whatever that looks like, however that takes you. It took me through a number of little twists and turns. I was a Muslim for a number of years before I came back to Christianity. And that is a source of comfort and faith, for me. But I really dislike the labels. It's not about the labels and what you call yourself. It's about the relationship that you strike and that you have with God. And that's, I think, what we sometimes miss in our rush. I had a friend one time, and I may have shared this before years ago, but I think it's timely right now. We were good friends. We were very good friends, and I thought we were kind of on the same page about things. And I had just gotten, as they say, gotten religion, all over again, and I was very enthusiastic about sharing it with everybody, which is what we do when we find something new. We want everybody to see what we see and everybody to know what we know. And I was sharing something about the faith. I don't remember what it was, but I knew that he had a number of problems. He had gotten involved in something real messy with another woman that was not his wife. And it had gotten public and it caused him a lot of embarrassment. He, professional guy, and was doing well, financially. And so this was a huge embarrassment of, all the stuff that had happened. So I was talking to him about religion, faith, whatever. And his response to me just floored me, and I thought he was kidding. What he said was, there's a church in somewhere in New York that has my parents' names on it, so I figured that's all I need, or something to that effect. And I was really flabbergasted. I could not believe that anybody seriously thought that the path to heaven was through buying a pew in a church. And it still sort of amazes me of how folks think. But at the end of the day, And I hope I said something to him in that moment that caused him to consider things a little bit differently. I'm not criticizing. This is not about being critical of where people are, because we are where they are. And, I know that God was certainly very kind to me when I was in my, desert experience, when I was, kind of all over the place. And so this is certainly not a criticism to anybody. And, I don't think God really cares if you decide you don't believe in God. That's like deciding you don't believe in gravity. You can say that all you want to, but step off your roof and see what happens. So I don't think God is moved by, just like we're not moved when our children have tantrums in the middle of a department store. We may not like it. We may wish that they would straighten up, but it doesn't move us, really. So with that, let me just stop and welcome you in, which I don't think I did. Sorry about that. I've just got so much in my head right now. Um, Let me welcome you into Tea Time with Carol. I'm Carol, and I'm pouring the tea. Our usual. You know what? I discovered something really interesting. Mushroom tea. It's made out of a bunch of different mushrooms. They're not paying me anything, so this is no plug. But I discovered it, and if you want something that doesn't cause you to have jitters, or because caffeine can do that sometimes. But this was really good. It was really tasty. It wasn't really expensive. And the one that I discovered was called Rise, which I kind of like that name too. RYZ. Oh God, I can't spell, can't talk today. RYZE, Rise. So, try it. You may like it. If you're looking for an alternative, something a little bit different than what you have been normally drinking. But anyway, come on in, grab your tea, coffee, mushroom coffee, whatever you like, um, and come in, and we're just gonna settle for a few minutes. I think I have mentioned before my daily devotional, and I love it because I start my day with it every day, and I find that it is such a personal conversation that God is having with you. If you're looking for something that'll really just start your day off right, this is it. It's called "I Hear His Whisper: Encounter God's Heart for You," and it's by Dr. Brian Simmons, who is the lead translator for the Passion Translation series. And it's if you're looking for a more personal approach to the word, this is certainly it. So, what I'd like to do is just tomorrow's Easter Sunday, and so I'd like to read from you for you the reading for Easter Sunday for April the 9th. And it's short, so bear with me, but I think this will bless you. It's called "This is the Place of My Love." These moments, when you set aside time to seek my face and know my heart, are my delight. Now, this is God talking. Your quiet moments are my treasure, for this is when I can pour my love into you and share my strength with you. Here is the place I free you of anxiety and care. Here, in the calm of my presence. Are you weary? Linger with me in this quiet place of my love. You will be amazed at the miracle of mercy that comes to you. You will be astounded by how my spirit refreshes and empowers you. Today, I release to you my gift of encouragement. Let it flood your being and saturate every dry place. It will strengthen you inside and out. I am the God of battles who has won the victory for you both today and forever. When you're weak, I will make you strong. As your days are, so will your strength be. And the secret of my strength is found in the secret place of my endless, tangible love. Encouragement from heaven will be your portion filling you with hope this day. This is the place you belong. This is the place of my love. Whenever my busy thoughts, this is from Psalm 94:19. Whenever my busy thoughts were out of control, the soothing comfort of your presence calmed me down and overwhelmed me with delight. Isn't that a beautiful word? I love that. The secret place of his endless tangible love. Oh my God. Tangible means you can feel it, touch it. It's tangible. It's touchable. You can sense it. It's a presence that you can feel. It's not an abstract, you know, wait until the great by and by. This is something that's here and now if you just reach out, you know, and get quiet enough to discern his voice, you know, and learn how to hear. The word says, my sheep know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow. So get quiet enough, even if you've been in the church the past 50 years, that doesn't mean you have a relationship. No criticism. I just want you all to get really what the word is talking about, really what the word has for you in a real kind of way. You know, we're familiar with the songs, we're familiar with the prayers, and we can say them backwards and forwards, but have they penetrated your heart? And so that's what I really want to leave you with today. You know, the sense that, you know, this is available to you. This is available for you. There is so much more that God wants to do for you if you allow him. If you allow him. And that also means, you know, putting to flight those negative thoughts. You know, if you've decided that there is some great thing that God has impressed upon you to do, don't let that little voice talk you out of it. Because that little voice is only your brain trying to keep you safe and trying to keep you from being hurt. And so you can tell that little voice to shut up. I mean, if you want to be rude about it. If you want to be a little bit nicer, you can say, thank you for keeping me safe. I appreciate all that you've done to keep me safe, but I don't need this anymore. We'll try it. See how that works. Got me through law school when I didn't have an undergraduate degree. Still don't. I have 2 masters. I have a Juris Doctor degree, and I'm working on a PhD. And I never finished undergraduate college. You can do anything you decide you want to do. Anything. If you decide you want to go to the moon, you can do that. You can decide, whatever you decide. The universe operates in your favor if you understand the privilege that you have. When you understand privilege, and privilege is not just pale people who have it. We have it as well. And if you understand how to operate in it and flow in it and call things into being, Christ said, call those things that be not as though they are. And so start, if that's what you want, if that's what you feel you should have, start speaking that into existence. It's not woo-woo. It's real. If you decide you want it, go for it. And now, I'm not talking about somebody else's husband or nothing crazy like that. So let's be real. Come on. Let's put the parameters on this, So, but anyway, I am hopeful that, this is the season of renewal. It was raining a couple of days ago. I know some parts of the country are really having some difficult weather. But this is the time of renewal. The cherry blossoms have been out. I think they may be gone now. But, all around you see the grass being a deeper shade of green and the flowers are budding. And, you want to totally clean your house, because you want, get rid of all the old stuff and let it open up all the windows and let the fresh air in. And, it's time to come out, throw the cocoon off, and come out of hiding and be the best you can be. So I'm going to leave you with this thought for you to chew on, in addition to what we read about what God has created for you today. But this is the thought. It's from Gary Harris, and I don't know him, but I read that he wrote this, and so I wrote it out and I keep it on my computer monitor where I can see it, just about every day. And this is what he said. What you think is impossible is where you will start in the future. What you think is impossible is where you will start in the future. So the impossible is only I'm possible. If you break that word up, you can do anything you want. Anything. Anything. So, no limits, no limits, no limits. So, my darlings, I'm going to leave you to it. I hope you have a truly, truly, truly awesome day and weekend and spring season as we go forward, enjoying all that God has created. And I'm not ignoring difficulties. I know that they're there. I'm well aware. But today, just for this weekend, we're going to focus on the goodness of God, the magnificence of His Word, and the blessings, the stored up blessings that are available to you today. And with that, beloved, I'm going to leave you. Don't eat too much Easter dinner or Passover, or I don't know what the Muslim term is for it, but we all have in common that we like big festive family occasions that involve a lot of food. So don't eat too much, be temperate, and but enjoy, and just remember, everything you want, everything you want is on the other side of fear. Be blessed, beloved. Until next time, I'm Carol. Love you, love you, love you. Bye-bye.